Hello everyone, welcome back. It's dietitian Indra here. Guys, you need to stop seeing acne as a pathology and rather a symptom. This means there is something triggering that acne. Alright? Okay, I'm going to put this on because otherwise I'm going to keep playing and getting distracted. So we need to find the root cause to fix the symptom, because if there is no cause, the symptom goes away. And I know a lot of people will see it as a pathology because they've tried so many things and nothing has worked. Or they've gone to the dermatologist and after many oral and topical medications, they still get acne. I know, it's so frustrating. And this is simply due to lack of knowledge, which is totally fine. We are here to learn. Once you understand how the sebaceous gland works, how acne forms, and what triggers acne, everything makes so much sense. Experience has taught me that people need to be given a supplement, whether it's a vitamin, a mineral, an adaptogen, oral medication, a pill, or a topical cream, whatever it is, but something. For them, it's like a cure, you know? Like a magical pill or magical cream. So it's a mental thing. Guys, that's why you're not getting rid of your acne. You keep wasting your time hopping from treatment to treatment or watching endless videos of people telling you to buy the supplement, put on this topical cream, searching for the miracle cure, because it doesn't work like that. If you understand what's acne, what triggers acne, how your hormones affect your acne, how your physiology affects your acne, everything makes so much sense. I promise. Perhaps the topical cream works for a couple months, maybe a year if you're lucky, but it comes back eventually. If it hasn't come back already, and that's why you're here. The sebaceous gland is highly sensitive to hormones, specifically androgens and estrogens. For example, androgens increase the size of the gland and oil production. Explained simply, both female and males are all about hormonal balance. Balanced hormones, good. Hormonal imbalance, bad. But don't make the mistake to think that androgens are male-specific hormones. Both men and women produce androgens. For example, testosterone. Estrogen, which most people think is a female hormone, is also present in the male body, just in smaller quantities. So when these hormones are too low or too high, symptoms manifest. For some women, this affects their menstrual cycles and fertility. For others, they continue to menstruate, but they still struggle with physical changes such as weight gain, unwanted hair growth, acne, or even pain. And keep in mind, it can be the other way around. It doesn't have to be just high androgens or high estrogens. So low estrogens or low androgens. For example, low testosterone in men, remember testosterone is an androgen, can also cause acne. So basically, fluctuations or imbalances in hormones will trigger acne. Essentially, they will trigger an inflammation response, which is acne. So for women, this imbalance in hormones can be connected to their menstrual cycle. I want you to think about this. Do you get acne during your cycle or right before your cycle? We know it's related to the ovaries when you get this scenario. During or right before your period, you get acne on one side of the face. So if it's on the left side, it means it's the left ovary. And if it's on the right side, it's the right ovary. And if you have PMS or PCOS or irregular and or painful menstrual cycles, then without doubt, we know the acne is caused by your menstrual cycle, triggered by an imbalance of androgens and estrogen levels. Now, my question to you is, why are you producing too high or too low androgens or estrogens? We know there are many factors that can affect hormones, such as puberty, stress, bad diet, high insulin, accumulations of toxins in the liver, medication side effects, steroids, or a deficiency in a nutrient or multiple nutrients, or simply inflammation. And I know there will be a minority who will think, oh, so the triggers are stress, diet. That's so typical. Is it really typical? Is it? Is it really? No. I'm going to show you the science here, so that after this video, you are never ever going to neglect these. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Okay, another cause that could be triggering acne could be high insulin levels or high blood sugar levels. If you eat a diet high in carbohydrates, specifically refined carbohydrates and sugar, and low in protein and fat and essential micronutrients such as vitamins and minerals, this will lead to high insulin levels. High insulin levels stimulate the secretion of androgens and cause an increased production of sebum, which plays a fundamental role in acne. And by the way, you might be having PCOS or PMS due to high insulin levels. High insulin can make the ovaries suppress or increase the production of these hormones, such as too high estrogens and too low androgens or vice versa, which can make your period painful and or irregular. Many women find that when they address their insulin problem, their PMS or PCOS symptoms go away or at least improve dramatically. So it's no wonder that another cause of acne is insulin. High insulin levels not only increase inflammation, they also increase insulin-like growth factor 1, as well as androgen and estrogen levels. This contributes to acne development by making skin cells grow more quickly and by boosting sebum production. So what leads to high insulin? I know some of you will know this: sugar, high carbohydrates or high glycemic foods, and inflammation in general. We've talked about this in another video, so for the sake of not making this video extremely long, go watch that video and then you'll understand what we're saying here. And let me tell you how many people come up to me and they tell me they eat healthy, but they still get acne. Okay, let's look at the back of the label of the foods you're eating. Let's read the ingredients. Oh, it has nitrates. Oh, that peanut butter has hydrogenated oils or sugar. Oh, your breakfast is not that good. You're eating cereals and white bread with perhaps a little bit of avocado. But where are the dark leafy greens? Where are the vitamins, the minerals? Are they organic? Are you buying veggies full of pesticides? And let me tell you, the organic thing is real. The pesticides are real. As a dietitian, I know. I've gone to the farms. I've done the research. We've looked at the tests of those foods. And we have found they have indeed high levels of pesticides. So it's not a joke, okay? It's not a joke. Are you eating enough protein? And when I mean protein, I don't mean protein powders. I'm talking about real food, from organic grass-fed meat, wild-caught fish, organic eggs, and so on. You see, a lot of people fear fat and protein, specifically fat. So they eat a lot of pasta, biscuits, bread, egg whites, not the egg yolk, because it has so much fat and cholesterol, which that's stupid. Did you know that cholesterol is the precursor for bile salts, which are needed to emulsify fats? Then steroid hormones, which are the hormones that we were talking about literally 5 seconds ago, and vitamin D. Or 0% fat Greek yogurt, lacking all the fat-soluble vitamins, or buying canned vegetables that have been depleted of all their nutrients. Oh, and one that I want to talk about is alcohol. Did you know alcohol is very estrogenic? It will increase your estrogen levels, besides being extremely toxic to the liver. So if you're drinking more alcohol than you should, I advise you to decrease the amount. Now, we need to talk about dairy, and not cheese per se, rather milk. Cow's milk is high in lactose, which is essentially sugar. Lactose breaks down into 2 simple sugars, glucose and galactose. And if you look at the back of the label, you'll find the grams of sugar that come from lactose. So if lactose breaks down into sugar, this will increase insulin. For each glass of milk, you're drinking an average of 12 grams of sugar, which is not that bad. The problem is when you start adding up those cups of milk. And then we have to keep in mind that milk was meant for a baby cow to grow. Why do you think it's high in lactose and fat? It's the perfect concoction for a baby cow to gain weight and grow. But I'm not saying you should stop drinking dairy. In fact, I have patients that have stopped drinking milk and their acne has improved, whereas others, they drink milk and have no problems whatsoever. So it's a very individual thing. So the best thing to do is to do a little experiment. So try to avoid dairy for 15 days and then reintroduce. If you get acne again, then you know it's the dairy. And then also milk contains insulin growth factor 1, which promotes androgen production. Another cause would be a food allergy or a food sensitivity or intolerance. These can cause digestive distress. So if you have a digestive issue, the acne is most likely due to a food allergy, sensitivity, or intolerance. And why? Because this creates inflammation. So a food allergy or intolerance or sensitivity can create inflammation. You're not digesting your foods properly, so you're not absorbing your nutrients. You're getting gut permeability, bacterial misbalance in the gut, which by the way, 70 to 80% of your immune cells are located in your gut. So that's why we say you really need to take care of your gut's microbiome. And also the bacteria in your skin can be affected because your healthy and protective bacteria are being compromised. Then we have to talk about steroids because I know a lot of guys are taking them. Those who are trying to bulk up at the gym and take androgenic steroids can get really bad cystic acne. Next one, medication side effects. Heartburn medications have been linked to high levels of estrogen, and also antidepressants increase estrogen levels. And then we also have to remember that acne appears in an inflammatory state because somebody who's taking medication has some type of inflammation to begin with. People don't go to the doctor to be prescribed a medication for no reason. And we can't neglect the fact that taking medication for a prolonged time can be toxic to the body. Toxins. The problem with toxins is that they keep accumulating, and this creates further systemic inflammation, so throughout your entire body. And this creates a cascade of inflammatory reactions, which alter hormones and enzymes, which end up affecting the sebaceous glands and the skin bacteria. And thus you get acne, which is essentially a type of inflammation in the skin. And toxins can come from so many places: the food you eat, what you drink, the medications you take, or what you put on your skin, or what you clean your teeth with. So what are you eating? Are you eating processed foods? I want you to look at the back of the labels of the foods you eat. Look for hidden chemicals. I always say if you can read it, it's most likely bad for you. 99%. And also look for added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and synthetic vitamins. Look for GMOs, nitrates, sorbates, high fructose corn syrup. It's so sad to say, but there are so many nasty ingredients on the foods we eat nowadays. And do not underestimate topical toxins. So always read the ingredients of your creams and makeup. Now next one, stress. Do you feel anxious, tired, lethargic? How is your sleep? Did you know that the adrenal glands are responsible for a big percent of elevated androgens, specifically cortisol? So it's no wonder that if you have stress, you will have high cortisol levels, your androgen levels will be higher than normal, and you will get acne. Next one, low vitamin A. That's why topical retinoids or oral Accutane are prescribed for acne. They are synthetic forms of vitamin A. Next, low vitamin D. Have you noticed that during summer, when you get a lot of sun exposure, your skin gets so much better? And also vitamin D has anti-inflammatory properties. Then we could also mention zinc deficiency, which is also highly correlated to skin health. But honestly, there are so many nutrients that can directly affect your skin's health. So that's why instead of going crazy trying to figure out the missing nutrient or nutrients and buying all the supplements at Walmart, if I were you, I would ensure I'm getting all my nutrients directly from food. You need to learn which foods are high in which vitamins and minerals. And if you have a balanced, varied diet, you will be getting all your nutrients directly from food without the need of buying a supplement or a synthetic vitamin or mineral. And lastly, a recent change in your metabolism or diet can trigger a flare-up. So, are you going through a change in your diet? Are you in a calorie deficit or the other way around, a calorie surplus? Have you gained weight, whether it was intentionally or not? This can trigger acne because your metabolism has changed and it's adapting to that new way of utilizing and storing energy, hormones, and enzymes. All of these are going through a different transition and they need to adapt. So basically, your entire body is going through a change. And until it's not stable, it's normal to suffer changes. And when I say changes, I mean in your hormones, sebaceous glands, and their oil production, and the skin bacteria. And also, like we were saying previously, your gut's microbiome, so the bacteria in your digestive tract. And if you're changing the foods you eat, maybe you're adding more veggies to your meals or more fermented foods like yogurt or sauerkraut. Or maybe you are eating more fat or more protein or more carbohydrates. All these will change your gut's flora. And ultimately, this will have a direct effect on your skin bacteria. Everything in your body is related and everything affects each other. Your hormones, your metabolism, the enzymes, the bacteria, whether it's on the skin, on your GI tract, it's a very complex thing. So as you can see, there are many factors that could be causing the acne. So instead of going crazy, be smart. What I want you to get out of this video is to see acne as a symptom, not a cause, especially not a pathology. I have given you the clues to look for. Now it's your time to do critical thinking. You need to grab a notebook or a paper and write down everything. When did the acne start? What happened the day or the week before you got your acne? What changes have you done recently in your life? Look at all aspects, both physical and emotional. How is your stress? How is your sleep? Do you feel tired often or feel you lack energy or vitality? How is your menstrual cycle? And men, are you suffering from low testosterone? How is your diet? Are you getting all your nutrients in? Are you eating a lot of foods that have bad ingredients and a lot of sugar? Are you eating a lot of refined carbohydrates that are increasing your insulin levels? What are you putting on your face? Have you changed your caloric needs? Are you doing more physical activity than you should? Are you doing a lot of high-intensity physical activity? Because doing a lot of high-intensity physical activity can put a lot of stress on the body, raise your cortisol levels, and for women, that can affect your menses, your period. You can lose your period if your body is not stable and you lose a lot of weight and have high cortisol levels. So it's not a joke. Are you suffering from digestive issues? Are you going through puberty? Are you taking steroids because you're not patient enough and you want to bulk up? And maybe it's not one factor, maybe multiple. You are under stress, you haven't slept, you're not eating a healthy diet, you're eating a lot of fast food. There are so many things that you could be doing wrong right now. as you have seen. So if you want to get to the root cause and improve your acne, you are going to have to do a lot of critical thinking, my friend. But I'm telling you, if you start writing all these details down, you're going to start noticing things and start connecting the dots. Oh wait, the week before I got acne, I was going through a stress event and I didn't sleep enough for an entire week. I was getting barely 5 or 4 hours a day. And then of course I was so tired that I didn't want to make my own meals, so I would go out and eat whatever. You see? Those are the clues. You just need to follow the clues. Let's play detectives now. But guys, I promise you, if you do this, your acne will improve, okay? It will freaking improve. So yeah, this is everything for today. I hope it helped, even though I know it did because it's gold. This is literally gold. I wish somebody would have told me this when I was a teenager. Now you're the lucky one. But what matters is what you do with this information, because I can give you the best information out there, but if you don't do something about it, I will see you on my next video. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.